Yeah, I have a match ready for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I did my best this game. There was this prophet. I don't know if he was like smurfing or not, but he was all around map and yeah, good player. I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks strong. All right. Gonna be excited.
Really, I don't know. By the way, this is the first time I built the Aether Lens into Ember Spirit. It said
Yeah.
in the guide that I could build it, and I thought it will be good against Face Fluid, but it was terrible. Yeah, I don't know.
So from the item builds, just jumping into the game, we have Bristleback, Void, and Nature's Prophet. And all of those heroes basically only do physical damage. So I would be looking to get a Shiva or some armor item that enables you to stay through that.
So now until the game starts. Patience.
Music.
It's in a bag, mate.
Bristleback.
Yeah, go on, you see if it's not. Open it up
Prophet.
and see if it's not in there. I'm telling you, it's a lock,
Bristleback's,
mate.
what is it? His W?
I'm a right
physical damage.
Oh,
proper
okay.
basher.
Yeah, okay, Shiva makes sense, right? Yes. I never
30
thought of
seconds.
like getting armor raid, but I always think it against like high regen. Shiva is a good option.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon, I think, what's the word of thumb here? If you have 2 cores with physical damage, then you can get armor items. And for example, I played a lot of Invoker, and if I want to go Witchblade, which is an option on Invoker, I would go Witchblade if the enemies have 2 physical cores, just because of the 6 armor that you get extra.
Okay, okay.
And in this game, for example, I see you went. Can I see it? Items again.
Yeah, Shiva makes sense.
You went for
Yeah.
Aeon Disc, and I think the reason is because you realized, okay, you're at the risk of dying a lot, and especially if you get chronoed, the game is really difficult. And I think if you just tank up, it's gonna be easier to sustain that, and you like reinvest the gold into an item that's active more than 105 seconds only.
Yes,
Battle.
yes, for sure. I can see that.
Right, let's see how it goes.
I mean, I would rather prefer Ion proccing in the chrono, but I never managed to even proc it in the chrono. It was always working. It's
Yeah,
I think it has changed. I didn't know about the change.
yeah.
Like I don't know. Back then it was like 30% health. It was like activating, but okay. I went re-blocking instead of I failed the block, but
I like
I
it.
didn't contest any runes. But okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Oops.
Oops.
That's life.
Denied. Snatched from your grasp.
Nice, nice, nice.
This is actually the first time I'm playing against Prophet, and
Yeah.
yeah, you can see.
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
Tango
Small
would
things
save
come
me.
with it. But this is just it comes with time that like you're not try not to be the first guy who walks in tower, of course. And then if you together with other creeps, you can get stuck like this. Nature's Prophet is super strong in this patch. I think he's getting nerfed definitely in the next one. The auto attack is just too crazy.
Yeah, with also the start. What's the item? Lightstone. Yeah, yeah. He was dealing much. But I could have played the lane a bit better with like aggroing creeps. Yeah. Like, what do you think of pushing the lane with E at this point when it was already under my tower? Would you do that?
Yeah,
I was a bit.
that's alright. That's alright. Especially if you play against a hero that you don't really want to trade in, you can just push it a couple of levels and like trade later on. Like, look how much damage he's taking, and if you keep up the rest, I think this is really nice. He can draw aggro.
Yeah, but the thing is now it's under his tower, and I can't really CS.
Yeah, you just want to walk up here and draw aggro and bring the creeps back to you again.
Yeah, yes, of course, I go. Sure. I always forget that mechanic exists.
but that's alright. Push out the wave again.
No, that's a bit use of the spell. But yeah.
I like it though. I like the attempt. I like that you're pushing your limits.
Yeah, always. You'll see more.
That's cool. That's cool. It's cool. It's better to be too aggressive in Dota than to be less aggressive. Let's check items. About the ore brush. Sometimes it's nice to have the boots first, and then you have the mobility to get the runes on the side, and you can also pick up this rune.
Also, it's a, I think, a range matchup, and like yeah, he always keeps the range, so yeah, boot makes sense. Didn't think. Damn, I'm getting too much hit by power.
Yeah, but what I notice is that your CS, if you are at the lane, your CS is really stable, and you just want to have a little bit more aggro, and yeah, just figure out then when you can play aggressive or not. But this looks good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Normally, if I need a matchup, I was like just stressed because I used to play Nature Prophet way back then, and I was like, why is he dealing so much damage? What is there like some change?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like if you like see at like first minute, I get high damage and I instantly check his items and I'm like Blightstone.
Yeah.
But this is that much damage, but yeah.
Yeah, but you did it well. You didn't die. You pushed your limits, really reasonable. And yeah, you went and you got a lot of last hits. Like getting 21 last hits in 5 minutes is still really nice.
Okay.
It's actually a good job. Yeah. So the plan that's coming up next, the thing that we really have to look out for is the power rune. And the power rune is gonna come at 6 minutes. So we want to prepare for it. And there are two things we need to do. The first thing is we need to push out the wave. And the next reason is the catapult here, so we want to push out the wave as soon as possible and get some damage to the tower. And the next thing is we can buy a ward and set it on one of the sides just to control the rune and to get the vision.
Can you push? Okay. I thought the same and I popped the ward, but I feel like I should start pushing at like 35 time or like 40. Because now if I push, it is going to crash like in 40, and when it's 6 minutes, it's in neutral position, no?
Yeah, it's true. So there's one more wave coming before the minute 6 is there. But I think this wave is really important with the catapult. What happens sometimes in the game is that the enemy pushes the wave harder, and then a support comes over to contest the rune.
Yeah.
And if you if this catapult is still alive, then there are many situations where they're pushing into it, and since there are two people, they start to do something on mid lane, and suddenly this tower is half HP. So for me, as soon as the catapult comes to the wave, I feel a little bit nervous and a little bit pressured, and I want to get rid of it as soon as possible, so the threat of my tower taking damage is away.
Okay, makes sense. I could also call my support, right?
Oh yeah. This is the next thing. I always do as a mid laner. I always ask for help at the minute 6. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, now we don't have that much kind of participation from both sides. So yeah, I never thought of this way, but makes sense.
And maybe there's an option that you can push the wave just with the W and with the last hits and with some aggro, and then the next wave you can use the flame guard. Yeah, I just want to prepare everything. And the vision is also nice, not only to see the rune, but to see if enemy supports are rotating, so you don't run into them.
Yeah. Okay, now I get it.
And another great reason is you get level 6, and then you can control.
Yeah, I messed with my level 6 a bit. The thing, yeah, you'll see. Like, I'll do this. No, I get it. Okay, nice. I thought I missed the rune, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, but fair enough. I like that you're playing active, that you're going for the attempt, and that you have a plan on what to do. And we just try to do it a little bit earlier, so you can set the remnant there and walk here, and then minute 6 hits, and you can instantly react it. But nice, it's nice.
Like, if I had gone level earlier, it just...
Yeah, true. If you had the level a little bit earlier. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is taking
And here,
Okay.
so the Nature's Prophet doesn't show on the lane, and we have a catapult hitting the tower, and every single hit the catapult takes is really valuable in my opinion. So we try to maintain the lane here as long as possible. And what I really like to do is I like to cliff the wave shortly before this creep is dying. So let me get the free camera.
What do you mean cliff the wave?
So right now I'm cliffing the wave before this creep is dying. And then I try to push the wave that's here with the W and with an E. And I want this wave to meet into the enemy tower before the tower kills the catapult. And if that works, then this catapult can stay here for like a total of 2 waves and almost take half of the tower away. And it doesn't work all the time. For example, right now here it's difficult. Like you don't want to tank. You don't want to tank the tower as an Ember here or risk getting sprouted. But if you keep that in mind, if your catapult is pushing, you try to cliff the wave and control it and just keep this catapult alive as long as possible. Then it's gonna help you to push.
Of invisibility.
Like by cliff, I don't know. Like we say proxy. You use proxy also? Proxying the wave, like getting the wave between the towers. That's what you mean by cliffing, right?
No, the fortification.
Wait, you mean I should have fortified the creeps?
Yeah. So the creep doesn't take damage, yeah.
Oh, okay, yes, okay, that's...
And exactly here, yeah, this is the situation. And then you fortify, and then they turn like blue, and they don't take tower damage or physical damage anymore, and no magic damage as well. And then this wave can connect into the tower as well. And if there are creeps in the tower, then the catapult doesn't draw aggro, and this way the catapult stays alive and hits the tower more.
Just before you start, can you actually rewind to where Nature Prophet left the lane? He like left the lane and came back, no?
Yeah. Let's see what he's doing.
Like yeah, from...
He's just chilling.
Yeah, he used ulti, and now I was aware that he was not on the map. Then he goes top the kill.
Taking damage.
Okay, now I get
Invisibility.
the invisibility rune. Wait. No? Was it earlier?
No.
No, I think it has to be afterwards.
Because he roamed top lane and got 2 kills. I still remember. Now, how many kills does he have?
0 right now. 1.
Okay. 1?
Yep. Wait, did you rotate already?
Wait. No, it's like first blood or something, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Okay.
But as an Ember, there's not much we can do. He's just gonna TP at some point, and we can think about reacting, or we just look at our own timings. I think the only thing really we can do as an Ember here is to call missing. Like if he's gone, we just tell him, hey,
No.
it's missing.
Okay. Sorry. I thought yeah, he was like roaming when it was 6. Okay, I'm trying to make pleasing map.
Yep. So, if you leave the lane, there needs to be a queue for you to do that. So there needs to be a reason to get to the lane and to think that you can get a kill. And if I look at this bottom lane, a good thing is that it's really they're really far in here, so you have a lot of room to chase them. And if they TP in to help, then they're still far away. But 2 things are against this. I don't think that Tiny has a good power spike right now, and the Ancient as well. and both of the heroes have abilities that help them to survive. So Dazzle has Shallow Grave, and this guy has a Time Walk. So it's really difficult to lock them down. I think if you go bottom, you can maybe focus the Dazzle and hope that he doesn't have Shadow Grave leveled, or just wait until he dies through it anyways. But to me, this looks very difficult to kill.
Yeah. Fun fact. I didn't even manage to gank because I was too concerned that I will miss the wave. Because it's somehow not pushed in, so I just
Cool. I love that. I absolutely love that because it's the right decision. And waves are super important to me as well. At the beginning of the game, taking care of the waves, and this has so many positive things to it. You force the Nature's Prophet to stay here because the tower's under pressure. If he leaves, you can pressure the tower. If he stays there, he's useless on the map. So I like that.
Yeah. But would you push? I think I will try. I don't know. I will try if my wave was pushed in. But maybe yes, attacking the tower is also an option if the wave is pushed in. No. I don't know. Maybe I try it.
Yeah. I think it's still difficult to go for bottom. Both of the heroes have abilities to save themselves. You could maybe look at top, and then Bristleback is hard to kill as well. Maybe we can kill the Snapfire. And with Throw Ranger, if Throw Ranger gets level 6, we can try to kill Bristol as well. But he has Vanguard. It's a difficult game to gank side lanes, I think. So I would just be pushing every single wave into it as hard as I can and boost their own net worth. Yeah, Nature's is missing.
Yeah. Okay, now at this point I'm like I'm like, okay, I'm going to push and go gank top, and Prophet is already there, and I'm like, what do I do right now? I was a bit I can't understand if I should push the wave in or sacrifice it to help the team. I'm very poor at that because when I see every good player is always in their lane, like 24/7 in the laning phase before towers fall.
Yeah. So I'm afraid that you cannot do much here. Even if you TP top right now, this Throw Ranger is still gonna die.
You think?
Yeah. Like even if you manage to TP right here and you immediately reacted, this guy's definitely gonna die. Like even if he gets out of here, they're gonna chase him. This guy's Vanguard is just gonna chase it into the tower, and you're not really able to stop that.
What if I get like the nature, like draw dive, but I'll also get the nature?
So here you have the information, and now you would be TPing, and TP takes 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
and then you get into it, and then even if you jump at him, it's not guaranteed that he's dying because he can still walk, and it could be that Searing Chain misses because it goes into some creeps or something. It's really, really difficult to act here as an Ember. I think this is like theoretically this is on Throw Ranger because she doesn't realize the danger of a Nature's Prophet and stays low HP against a Bristleback and has 6 charges already used.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
That's life. I think the best play here is what you do. We push the tower and then we secure the rune that we get because minute 8 is coming in. We just
the rune, yes.
Dire's
I hope I get the rune. I don't get it.
Look at how invulnerable Dire's towers are.
Oh, I check bot.
Dire's top tower is under
bottom.
siege.
That's alright. Just want to get the rune next time.
Dire's top tower is being attacked. Dire's top tower is destroyed. Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
So fast. My shadow.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Cool. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
So fast. My shadow.
Radiant's
This
middle
seems
tower is
so sleepy.
But it works.
Yeah,
Really nice,
I was
really nice.
in the same. I was like, oh, this guy is too tanky, but okay. Here it goes.
I think it's a little bit risky because of the Nature's Prophet. He could be TPing in or a Snapfire. But hey, if it works, it works. I like that you go for a play.
Dire's top tower
That's
is
really,
under siege.
as an active mid laner like Ember, I think this is really important. Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Then we wanna get
Radiant's
TPs as
bottom
well. Nice,
tower's
nice.
middle tower is being attacked. Dire's middle tower taking damage.
Oh, that was a bit unnecessary.
Dire's middle tower taking
Nice.
damage. Dire have fortified their towers.
Okay, and you've been there, the rune, cool.
Beings.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that was the last
also-
round then.
Yeah, I don't know. I had some sort of, I think, ego boost when the operation was near me, and
But I still like it. The way you played it here, I think you realized that your first remnant was a little bit too defensive because they didn't commit anything yet. And then your second play was really, really nice. And then you went for the rune, which is absolutely great at the minute 10. And then you tried to get into another play, which is just pushing your limits. I absolutely love it.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
well,
I'm really happy
it
with
seems
that.
like I could have actually lived if I didn't use that first remnant.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. You would have been in here and then you would have managed to get out again. Yeah.
Okay. So like now the game is pretty even in your opinion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one.
The only thing that's happening is that in the next couple of minutes we need a little bit of farming time. We just want to get one item that enables us to be active on the map. Maelstrom should be I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like this would be a great Maelstrom timing, and then we have the freedom to push out waves faster and then to react more to fights that are happening on the side lane.
Okay.
And this is another interesting scenario that we can remember. If the creep waves are coming in and the catapult is hitting the tower already, what we can do is we can step outside here and we can draw aggro, so the creeps follow us and the tower hits the catapult first and the catapult just dies. What happens oftentimes is that the catapult hits all the creeps
Dire's middle
first,
tower is being
and in
attacked.
this time the catapult can hit and we can just aggro a little bit, and then the catapult
Okay.
dies and we have less pressure on us.
So even two, like you even do it for like 2
Radiant's
hits
middle
from
tower
the
is
catapult.
taking damage.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, if I do that, it's another question. But I hope that I'm doing that as well.
Tower
It
is
will be the
under
right thing.
siege. Radiant's top
I should
tower
have
is
maybe
being
popped my.
attacked.
This takes so much time.
Radiant
Yeah. So 2 forts again. The mid lane seems to be free, and we can pressure this tower if we here, and if we press one more wave in, then the enemies have pressure of actually reacting to this damage. And there seems to be something up bottom, like stuff is happening bottom.
Radiant's
And
top tower is being attacked.
If there are many people at one spot and we have the opportunity to take a fight, then we want to be there. And if we don't have the opportunity to take a fight, then we want to abuse it at somewhere where it really hurts them. And this camp is completely neutral to the enemies. Like, it boosts your net worth, but it doesn't change anything on the map or in the
Okay.
game for Nature's Profitable Void. But if you take this tower away, then it changes a lot for them, because this area becomes less safe. So I would be looking at bottom and evaluating, or try to evaluate if you want to fight there. And then I would say probably no, because this Void is level 6 and they have Dazzle and Snapfire. They're all really strong heroes right now, and we don't really have a power spike that comes in. We don't even have the tree ulti, and Tiny, well, he got Blink Dagger, but he's just gonna stun one dude and then nothing really happens. So I would probably try to go mid lane. This
You
would
just saw
defend
what's
this
coming
tower.
a mile away. Okay.
This would defend the tower, and of course we can push it.
Yeah, that's a bad play.
Dire's
Now
middle
just
tower
watch.
is being attacked.
Oh yeah, Bristol is here as well.
I had no idea that could happen, but you just immediately
Dire's
saw.
bottom tower under fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
but it's beautiful that it works that way. I'm always really happy at moments like this, because if they wouldn't use their spells and you would win this fight for some weird reason, because they fuck up or they misclick Chrono or something, then you would be conditioned to repeat that. And this is just
Yeah.
nice feedback
Bottom tower is being
of
attacked.
our
Probably.
injuries. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is in pieces.
Okay.
Why
Radiant's
is
middle
going
tower is
insane?
being
The
attacked.
seeds of fortune. Regeneration.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage. Dire's top tower is under siege.
Gravely mistaken. Death casts no shadow. That was toasty.
Yeah, you can play pretty aggressive right now.
Radiant's
They don't
middle
have Chrono
tower
and
is being
no Snapfire
attacked.
ult. Get the tower. Nice.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And retreating. Now we got a nice objective, and so my next goal, general, would be this tower. And then
Okay, makes sense.
I think more important is your Maelstrom, but if we can combine both, that would be amazing.
Damage.
Workshop. Okay.
Dazzle! Safe word. I was under order. Behold.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
No, it's too tanky.
Every
You get
time
it? Yes.
Radiant's
Mr.
middle
Roots.
tower is under
Yes.
siege. Dota gains the strength.
I love that you picked the haste and that you TP'd up there. I thought for a second, oh, maybe you can just run and save the TP. But it actually enabled you to kill the Nature's Prophet and to kill the Dazzle and then clean up the Bristleback. I like the aggression that you put in there. I'm really happy with that roulette.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh,
being
okay.
attacked.
Thanks. I thought it was like
Radiant's
I
top
could have
tower
reached,
is
but
under Dire's
the
middle
action
tower
was,
taking
you know,
damage.
I don't know.
Radiant has lost
I'm
their top.
not panicking, but I feel like any resource you commit in fights, it's okay. So I am like
Yeah, yeah,
instantly like, you know,
yeah.
pressing the button.
Super nice, super nice.
Okay, thanks. I didn't know I was playing good. I have like a 30% win rate with Ember, by the way, in like 25 games. It's my worst hero.
Oh yeah,
But this
at
game-
the beginning
this
it's
game-
always difficult.
It's unlucky, I guess, because I just I never split push this game, and yeah, we went for like 50 minutes, and yeah, but it's
Yeah.
unusual. Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah,
didn't
so
play
the risk that I'm seeing here is only that you're falling off a little bit. Because we got our Maelstrom now at 15 minutes, which is alright, but now we really wanna pressure the map and boost net worth at the same time. We have like 68 last hits in 15 minutes. We can definitely, I think, almost double that. Not exactly, but we can.
Really?
Yeah, we can get a ton of last hits here. And now I would just be sitting bottom. I think this solves most of the problems because you gain net worth, you get 1, 2, 3 waves or almost 4 eventually, and you get 2 camps and you pressure the right objective. And this would just boost your net worth really, really nicely.
Yeah,
Nice, you boosted. Oh.
it was a bit late, but okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
The thing I probably forget to like take CS is like if I'm playing a safe lane, it's like how do I say it? It's you really feel the difference of getting like a second item or the third item. Like every item is a big power spike. But in Ember, it's more about the levels on your spells, and your items don't really that like they give spikes, but not as much as the carry items. So I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't really prioritize farming.
I agree.
Because
Still, it's super important. Like even like the alternative is not having any last hits, and we don't want to have that.
Being attacked.
Yeah.
Here, I think I would be cutting even behind the tower. So you have a safe remnant that you get already, and you can push really, really aggressive.
Oh.
And even if Void jumps in, you can immediately get out and maybe even dodge a chrono or get some crazy plays in. And the good thing is that you get a little bit of information. And right now we don't see anything. We have a couple heroes sitting with us, but this looks really scary. And if we break this aggressively, I think it's less scary because it could be jumping in here, getting a 2-man chrono.
I never thought of this, but I thought I should tank the catapult.
Okay.
For
Radiant have
so if I had
I
down
take it.
for it,
I take it. Fair enough. You can actually argue that. You can say, well, I just wanted to keep the catapult alive. Fair enough. Okay, let's see what's happening. Nice.
no.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. I like the aggression. I think it's a little bit over the top, even to fight there in general. But I like that you ignored this guy, that you went for the next people, that you got the supports here and the Nature's Prophet. And I think if you disengage here, you're completely fine. Alternatively, no, I think it's fine. I like it.
But I'm like level 14 and this guy's level 9 and he just that's a thing I don't get.
And
Oh.
imagine you have +1 item here. This is just a 200 HP of Void.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dire's
Oh, he has
middle
the
tower
Mask
is
of
being
Madness.
attacked.
Okay, I get it now.
But nice.
Dire's middle tower
I like that
taking
you've been fighting
damage.
there. It's cool. I think this is a lot of progress. You're gonna learn a lot from this. And as soon as you're feeling like this is so many moves where like if they're 10% better, then they're really impactful.
If
And
I do.
that's cool.
You mean they are not impactful?
I think they make it even. Like your actions right now, they make the game pretty even. You're still holding against their aggression, but you're not gaining a huge advantage right now. And if you play 10% better, then you win all of those engagements, and they're gonna swing into your favor, and it's gonna get easier and easier.
Oh, okay. So you mean like if I got Void there? It
Yeah,
was
for example.
big?
Yeah.
Really? But okay.
Like if you kill the Void here, this is super difficult for Void, and you take this tower, and you like boost your network here again, and then you can play aggressive more because they don't have chrono, and you can own this area, and the game becomes so difficult for Void. And Void right now, he's like, ha, cool, I set a chrono, I got maybe 1 or 2 kills, and I was in the action, I didn't die, and I protected my tower. So it's even.
Why is taking the safe lane tower makes it very hard? Like you don't mean it's hard. Like it's very hard for you.
Yeah.
What's the purpose? Like just because you take the tower doesn't mean it's always pushed in. No.
I think so actually. If you take this tower, this lane tends to be really close to the enemy tower here, and that means that so you can imagine the safe zone where you can play is you just draw a line between all of the creeps that you have, and right now the map is like split into those two categories. Even though I like to understand the map, if you want to halve the map, you should split it like this, so the enemy is playing this side and you playing this side. But if you draw a line here, you can see this is all of the safe area that you can play in. And if you take mid lane and this wave pushes forward, and you take this and the wave pushes forward, then you can draw a line more like this, closer to the enemy base. And it just cut off their last supply. And,
I get it, but like when I'm playing safe lane, if the first safe lane tower dies, it's okay. I just like go like triangle or just go in the bottom jungle or like.
Yeah, exactly. This is what you have to do as a carry. You have to rotate. But that's an amazing thing because it puts pressure on them to be here together. Like either they stay bottom and they risk to die, or they rotate top to get less farm and to stick with their team, which they don't want to do. So the more space you can control, the more crowded the enemies have to be, or the more scared they have to be to break out of this.
Yes, makes sense. Okay, now I get it. Yes. Get stuck.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
The same thing. We can play really aggressive. If they don't have the chrono, we can push. We can push forward really hard, especially with tiny behind. Yeah.
I was a bit scared of the chrono.
Yeah. But it's still a lot of them. But nice. Yeah, look at Void's situation already. Void is stuck here with like 3 of his supports. Or like 2 supports here, and he's like getting this camp, and maybe he got that camp. And that's all he gets out of this channel. He should be top, of course, to farm this, but Nature's has been there already, so...
Makes sense. By the way, his items are looking so good. I didn't know.
It's from the skin that he has. Some skins can change the item design.
Yeah, I didn't know. When I get tier 2 neutral items, I go Grubov. I think it's so OP, but sometimes people flame me for it.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah, I think there are better items.
Really, but like 50.
Void Spirit on Void Spirit, it's really good. Because Void Spirit has even more magical damage and the texture.
Yeah, I also got like for all spirits I get Grubov except the Earth Spirit.
I think it depends on what alternatives you have. Let's watch what tier 2 items there are. Pupils Gift is really nice. Vambrace is cool.
Okay.
I like Bullwhip and
Bullwhip.
This one.
Really?
My thinking is if there's a neutral item with movement speed, I always take it. And Bullwhip gives you mana and movement speed, which is really nice.
Yeah, Bullwhip I also like, but you think best is like Papa's Gift or like Embrace?
I think it's really, really nice. It boosts your maximal HP because you're agility hero, and HP and mana. So 15 stats is also super nice. Look at this item, for example, 10 stats, it's like 1,000 gold. So 15 stats on both secondaries, that's like 3,000 gold for free.
Okay. I thought like 55% magic resistance removal not only means that it also actually lets you deal more than 55, like 15%, because they don't have like I don't know how armor works, but so I'm like I do deal more damage, but not
armor doesn't affect magic damage. So magic, they have a magic resistance, and you just reduce that by 15%.
This is flat, no, or percentage, like amplified. Like does it take it 30 to like 15 or like 100 to 85?
So what I'm thinking is they have a magic resistance which is 28, and you just reduce it by 15.
Yeah, because thinking that way it seems so big. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
but
you could try it. You could bring a new meta into the game.
Okay. Stats. I don't know. I'm not used to the concept of stats.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
But yeah, 3,000. Yes, go on. Sorry.
So this fight doesn't look good to me. They used Chrono a long time ago, and we don't know when it's up exactly. And the probability of getting this tower this early on is a little bit low, I think. And also, it's not your job to push this. It's Trorange's job to do it. But Trorange is only level 11, and it's I don't want a team fight here. I think we want to boost a couple of items first. Then we want to push out lanes, and we want to get solo pickoffs. If we fight here, we fight into Crystalback and Void and Snapfire ulti again, which is just, it feels really, really weird. And we can still boost items, get a couple of items that enable us to survive things like that, and then get fights in our own vision and have it a little bit more controlled. So even though I agree that this tower is important to take, I think that's why I have the rule is like mid lane, safe lane, Roche, and then mid lane, safe lane, Roche again. And oftentimes you don't go Roche after mid lane and safe lane, but you shouldn't immediately take onto the next tower, I think.
So like from that perspective, now like standing here is also a mistake, even right? Because I just Chrono and
if I'm a Void, I just TP in here and I get 2 main Chrono, the game is over.
Okay, I thought of Roshan, but it was like I don't know. Can we take it? Is it dangerous?
Yeah. And often you can't even really take Roche, and this would be an indication for me that if your team is not really able to take Roche, you probably don't want to fight for a tower like this as well.
Okay, that's a good. Yes, makes sense.
So let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah.
You don't want to push out? Okay. Yes, sure.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's just leaving and we reset.
I think that was a mistake. Why do I want to remember? No, that's too bad. That's totally...
Cool. I mean, if it works, it works.
Like, this is just as, like you said, wrong behavior, learning. Yes. I think this is now a good time to...
Yeah, now you can push. Okay, you first clip. Yeah, and then now you can Roche. Yeah,
I'm drawing.
And you're also drawing it. Nice, I love it.
I was talking the whole game, but I can't hear the voice chat? I really want to take the Roche. Guys, team up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all you can do. If they don't want to, we're not forcing it.
But okay, that's...
Oh, nice. Yeah, if you can bring them to do that, this is... Oh, man, you're doing great. Cool. Lovely.
Really seeing the Dire's top tower.
Okay. What do you think of the game right now? Like
you're ahead.
Ahead? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're really ahead, especially if that Aegis. If you play it disciplined, I think you just win the game.
Okay.
And we only have to look at what kills us. Like as Ember, we want to stay alive as long as possible, so we need to see, okay, what kills us. And we want to check Nature's Prophet items. The cool thing is we can just click them in-game as well. This is new and I really broke a mechanic, I think. We can just click them, we can see, okay, this guy gets Gleipnir. So maybe we need one Dispel. And then, of course, Chrono is our biggest kill threat. And the physical damage from this dude. And he's going Radiance, but Radiance doesn't do much to us. We have Flame Guard and shit. So from item build, you can use Shard. I think I would skip the Shard. The Shard doesn't boost your survivability or your ability to burst the void.
A friend of mine told me you should always get Shard to mid lane and safe lane heroes, no matter what.
No, I disagree with that. Always is like there are many heroes. I think that a Shard is pretty useless.
Okay. Ember Shard is pretty good, I think, because of the recharge. But okay, I don't need any more damage. Yes, I need survivability. That's the way I think too. And I just go immediately for Iron Disc. Doesn't work that much, but
yeah.
I mean,
so of course, having the Shard is always better than not having the Shard if you can get it for free. But you use a ton of gold for it, and it just delays your item timings and other things. And I think in this game, especially, you're a little bit under pressure to get your things done. You have 116 last hits, so you're on the threat of falling behind a little bit. And we want to get items that enable you to survive things. So an option might be to really tank up and get Shivas into Octarine Core or something like that.
Octarine?
Or and then you have some extra HP and you can play with it. Or let's see what other people recommend. That's tough. I think Shiva is the only real play here. Maybe Aghanim Scepter for more stats.
For more stats. I think I would.
In my mind, we just have to survive the Chrono. And we do it with HP and...
I agree, yeah.
Let me think. Oh, Skadi could be an option, actually. Skadi could be an option, of course. So, I thought Shivas was great because you get the armor and you get the heal reduction, but you also get the heal reduction from the Skadi. Like if you look at the Skadi. But slows enemy ranged units, movement and attack speed, and slows enemy melee movement and attack speed, and also the health regeneration and health lifesteal by 40%. So I think this is the item to go for. Probably Shivas into Skadi.
But she was into Skadi.
Yeah.
Both. Really?
Yeah. And then you just don't die anymore. And if you don't die in Chrono, they can't win team fights.
Oh, okay. Why not? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. But do their passives stack?
Yeah, I think not additively, is this a word? I think they get calculated in some weird way. So it's not not like you can build two Skadis and they have 0 regeneration, right? But they work together, yeah.
I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but like, if then their passives do not stack and their passives are actually very similar, right? Why not just like get Shiva and then like something like a Tarask or like a Satanic, you know? If you only think of survivability.
Yeah, it could work well. I think Satanic at Ember is not really the play because you don't. Your concept is not really to hit enemies multiple times and lifesteal from it. But you just want to use the W. But you can also go, you can go Shivas and get a damage item if you feel comfortable with that. Yep, totally.
No. Wait, Tarak is damage item. What?
Sorry, which item?
Tarask Q, Heart of Tarask.
Heart of Tarask. I think that item is not really suitable for you because, I mean, it fulfills the purpose of getting a lot of HP, but it doesn't give you any stats, for example, getting the mana or getting more agility, putting out more damage. Heart of Tarask, I think, is for strength heroes most of the time. I don't really see, like
No. I can understand why it feels weird, and it feels weird to me.
Yeah.
But I don't get the idea of like 22 all stats in Skadi. I get the 22 like strength is nice because it's like 800 health, and like intelligence. It's fine, not that very important. But like 22 agility, I don't know. It's only 20 damage, and a bit armor,
Yeah.
but I'm not also that much auto-attacking. So it's, I don't know.
Yeah, but
Like,
the
if I get the health, sorry, if I just get
Yeah.
the health, then why not I just go for something more healthier? That's what I thought.
I think because of the passive that it brings as well. You have the heal reduction that's really, really good against Bristleback, so he doesn't sustain team fights as long. And you have the attack speed slow that's getting on the void, so he doesn't kill you as well. And you have a movement speed slow on the enemy, so it's easier for you to chase and to draw out the fights.
Even if the passive stick with Shiva, it's okay. Okay, now I get it. Okay. Yeah, sure. I see.
Yeah, but it's I'm really not so sure as well. It's a difficult spot, but main goal is to survive the chrono, and I think you do it by getting as much stats as you can. You could go Shiva, Octarine, Core Aghanim's. That could be one play, and then like if you get those 3 items, you're so tanky, and you have like all of the movement speed as well and the mobility. Or you can get Shiva Skadi. What's another? Is there another option? Lincoln's doesn't do anything here, right? Yeah, it's weird. But I think something along this line.
Definitely not Aeon Disc.
Yeah, I think not A on this. Because
What's the purpose of Aeon Disc, by the way? Why would someone get this item?
If you're... It's a difficult spot. Sometimes if you're a support player and you just need to survive a little bit longer, for example, you could buy it on Desert and you have cooldown reductions as well. Or you could, if you play against heroes that have a initiation that bursts you down. For example, you have a Klings and
Huskar.
maybe Huskar, but I feel like Huskar, he has Aghanims, but then you can still press buttons to escape. Like you could press a Yules or a BKB afterwards. But if you have, for example, a Klings that's really farmed and he has Hex and, I don't know, Daedalus, and you just want to survive that one Klings. Maybe Lincoln's is not enough because he has Nullify as well. And then you're dying from it, and then you're like, okay, I just get Aeon this, survive him once, he uses his combo, I stun him, he's dead.
Like Legion and stuff, right?
Yeah, but for Legion, I would probably get Lincoln's, because Legion is like one spell.
Sure. Yes. Okay, I get it.
It's a weird item. I think it's mostly for support.
What a gold twist. Oh, man.
I mean, you're 7-3. Yeah, you're doing great. Last hits is a little bit low.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
I like that you don't fight bottom here, because we just want to draw out the fight a little bit. We don't want to play into corner, and we need Trorager to play with us.
Yeah, I was pinging them, but hopefully it is not in the replay. why are not? You can't see the pings on replay.
I think I saw them before, but we can see again.
No, I just
taking damage.
Okay, we're defending that.
Maybe I didn't spam that much. Okay.
Cool. And now we can make a setup. Nice. That's exactly what I would be doing. So just try to play somewhere, because we can smoke together. We have all of the ultis up. 3 ultis coming soon as well. And we have Aegis. Just be right.
How did Snapfire? Yeah.
This looks chronoable, if that's a word.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. But it's still nice. So what we can do as Ember to prevent this a little bit, if we have the Aegis, we can play really aggressive. Like we can play stupid aggressive, and if we see something like this, and we just let the teammates do it, and we move forward with the Remnant, and they're like, what the fuck is happening? And then this Void would be here, and he's like, oh, he can't move there, and he would try to solo chrono you, and you would win the game.
I thought like if I just split with the team, he will just chrono the team, and I die alone. But
it's still fine. Nice. Amazing. I absolutely love that you took initiative and you said, okay, we don't want to fight here into so many people that they're there and we don't have the cores and it's not organized, you probably don't have vision, and you redirect them towards the top area and make a really, really nice fight. You play in the front of the Aegis. So many things you're doing correctly already.
Thank you.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked. Top tower has fallen.
Let's see, what's the next play?
I'm thinking of mid tower because
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
it's the only outer turret,
Yep.
but it's looking bad.
Under fire.
Yep.
No.
Dire's bottom tower is
Wait, why do they die?
Yeah, I don't get either. How do they die? They should roll with just melt down or
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Radiant's middle
Nice nature's
tower
probably
is being
positioning.
attacked.
Oh, that's life. Wait, let me see this here. I think after Bristleback got hit by A ult, this should have been a one
Dire's
fight.
bottom tower under fire.
So this guy just dies.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Do you initiate? That's fine. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower.
nature profits is like Smurf.
Radiant's middle tower.
Could be, but look at the score. Like, you're better than him right now. So you're same level. You're probably almost in net worth. He just got a couple kills, so it's not exactly fair. But yeah, you're almost in net worth before this fight. No, I think it's fine. This looks very, very similar. And if you boost your net worth a little bit more, then you're even beyond him. And then he just got a really nice kill here. This positioning is really great. I think even as an Ember here, there's not much you can do. They
What?
just got
Like,
wrecked.
do I keep missing last hits or I'm farming efficiently? Or both?
So you never really take timeouts to farm a little bit, I think. We can. The sad thing in this replay is that I'm completely out of flow. But for example, right now, this is a good time to farm. So I would be taking Ancients, I think, once. And then push that mid wave, and then taking Ancients again, once the minute resets, and then I would be taking bottom a couple of ways. This, for example, is farming time.
Yeah, I waste too much time.
Yeah, and I like that you're looking for the next play, but I think it's not ideal in this situation because they didn't use Chrono for the last fight. They used Chrono up here, but they didn't use it for this because it was still on cooldown, and they have it yet again. And we just lost the fight here, even though we had a really good opportunity. So this, to me, it tells me that we need some things to change. We need some items to change the outcome of the fight, and we need Roshan next as well.
So like you just farm until Roshan just comes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You farm until a couple of minutes, and then you try to set wards on the Roche side and move your team there and control Roche. And the easiest way is actually to just push in side lanes as hard as you can. And if the side lanes are here on this side, then you can take Roche for free.
Okay.
If I see something like this, if everybody fits in one item, then you're doing something wrong. Especially as an Ember, it's always nice to push out the safe lane. You can just set a Remnant TP there and push 1, 2, 3 waves and then get back.
Yeah, I thought the same, but you said about split pushing, and I didn't want to split push any single time this game.
Okay. Then I have to loosen this a little bit. It's still nice to split push. Just try not to make your whole existence a split pusher. So the way you fight was incredible nice, and this, for example, would still be a situation where you can split push. Because you don't really want to fight at the mid lane right now. I think if you take this fight, you lose this fight.
Okay.
And you can push in this scenario. You can create a little bit space for you.
Sure. Now I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I
think it was just split pushing as an Ember is not gonna win you the game. Like if you only split push.
I was split pushing when we had opportunity at those times. Now I get it. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
I'm gonna predict that you giga lose that fight if you take it here. And that the game swings a lot.
Probably.
And this can be really risky. Like if you lose the fight here and they take Roche afterwards, then the game becomes super difficult.
Is taking damage.
Yeah, this is a Chrono.
Dire's bottom tower is
That's another nice Chrono.
I'm always
Radiant's
like
middle tower is
saying
taking
chrono.
damage. Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked. Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
Ah, cool.
Okay, now
Dire's
this,
bottom tower
yeah,
under
I
fire.
say I have a remnant and I
Yeah.
should just kiss him and come back, but turns out not ideal. Oh, no, okay.
I think, yeah, you got the tower, you got away with it. I would be super happy if it didn't just leave. And then push the side lanes. Yeah, and there goes the Aeolus. Then for disengage with Ember, we don't want to move in the same direction as the Remnant goes. We want to give us the opportunity to set Remnant to one side and then move to the other. So they have to decide where they want to go.
Okay.
And if they move towards you on the top, you have the double distance because you get in the other direction. And if they decide to split up, then your survivability chance increases.
Makes sense. Sure.
Yeah, and now from the enemy perspective, I would be pushing maybe the tower, maybe, but I would be looking for Roche immediately. As a Nature's Prophet, I would probably set trees, and then I would just check Roche and see if it's there.
Dire's middle tower is
And then they should wait, they should get Roche, they should wait until they have Chrono again, then they take a fight where they try to use Chrono in the second life, and Void tanks everything. And they have a high win chance.
Dire's middle tower taking damage. Middle tower
Okay. One thing I want to know is, would you like go for the middle second tower if you had Roche or any of the other third tiers towers?
I think if you have your Roche, you can clean up the two towers first. Yeah.
Okay.
Get those towers. And then you have the opportunity to, for example, hit bottom tower, get the Rex, and then rotate to the next one.
tower is being attacked.
One thing about this game is I wonder how like we win some like from behind every fight, but we just get behind anytime and they just win a fight and it's 8k. How is this possible?
I think their net worth, we can check last hits. So Nature's Prophet has high last hits, and then this guy has high last hits, and this guy has high last hits in the offlane. So their last hits are higher than yours. So if you make kills, you can make up for it, but as soon as they make kills, it doubles the effect, or like it boosts to the advantage that they have already.
Yeah. Okay. I really need some CS improvement.
Yeah.
Not so.
No,
He should
don't
have
do
played
that,
here.
no. Yeah,
That's for me.
doesn't listen. I sometimes type in
Dire's
chat
top
some
tower
funny
is
words,
being
but
attacked.
the chat doesn't
Dire's
show up.
top
You
tower is under
close the
siege.
chat.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Bonded, you and die.
Yeah, communicating is important. It's interesting that they choose to fight here. I think they should just take Roche.
I seal you all.
Let's see, let's get in.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Some things.
They're
This
throwing
item
here.
wasn't follow.
They're throwing really hard. Because you can take Roche now.
Yes.
Silence.
Send me quills.
Yeah, you can actually fight that now. But I would still go Roche. Now I would go Roche.
Gravely mistaken.
But Roche was on
You
cooldown.
just take the twin gates. No, I
it's
think it
on-
was just bottom. I think Roche is up, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I ping it.
And this is difficult now. If your teammates do it, that's great. But in this situation, most people at 2K, they just run for tower blindly. It's so difficult to move your team as a unit back again. You managed to do it, but look how slow it is.
No, I didn't. These three guys didn't wanna just come up, and I'm like, guys, we are the carries. Come with Timos. See, Nature's Prophet, you go.
They are throwing a lot. Great. He has no BKB now. He's out. We just Roche. Yeah. As soon as he
Yeah, I
uses
think-
BKB, this is a free pass to take Roche.
Generation.
Oh no! Ah, it's something. I did see. Amazing. So, The game plan now is to find an opportunity where Chrono is used on the guy with the Aegis. That would be perfect. And then you can play for the finish.
Roshan's petition to continue.
But we just push blind, you know, because we have Aegis.
I feel like if you just brute force high ground, it's going to be very difficult. I would be wanting to TP as Ember to set a remnant maybe and TP and fix mid lane first, and then look for an opportunity. If they make a mistake and step outside of the base, and then they try to fight into your Aegis.
Yeah, I was not so sure about this. Yes, makes sense.
Yeah,
Is under siege.
because as soon as two guys get cornered, as soon as one of you dies, basically the team fight is over. I
Tower
think.
is being attacked.
Just because you're behind. We can see.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Silence.
So we don't want to initiate on the on Bristol, but this is tiny. I mean, maybe of course we could have communicated that, but I think this has to be obvious. We don't want to initiate on Bristol back. We need to find Dazzle. We need to find Nature's Prophet without BKB.
Back before the arrow fires
I'm like, we can win this fight. Into how did we lose this fight? Instantly regret my decision.
Yep. It's a difficult fight to win.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
And now you basically need to pray that they push high ground stupidly again, and that they all beat again. And you get another chance to take Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Dire's middle tower is now under attack. Dire's top tower is under siege. Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Bro against counter
Zoro
bro.
can't handle.
yes.
Me. That's for me.
Okay, now it's time to farm.
Yeah,
It's finally I
hopefully.
farm
mean,
in like.
we're
40
really getting
minutes.
behind. I think at this point I have 400 assets.
I am
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh, this is like 10-minute pause. By the way.
Okay, Dire's main barracks has fallen.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, video games.
Damn.
Okay, we're unpaused. Go, go, go!
We
Kill,
want
kill,
to
kill,
win this
kill,
game.
kill, 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 kill.
I'll take that.
Yeah, so your job now is to move one lane out aggressively. In the best case two, and not to die while doing it. Either have buyback or not die.
Yeah. Wait, what?
I skipped accidentally.
I'll take that.
As you can see, it becomes more difficult now because the amount of mistakes you can make, they just increase. And net worth is like if you play shooters and you have really good aim, then you can get out of many situations even though you're bad at the game. But if you have really good aim, you can still survive, you can still do it. And net worth is the same in Dota. If you have a lot of net worth, you can make mistakes, you can play at the wrong time, and you can fight without vision or do bad team fights or something like that. If you have high net worth, you can still get away with it.
I'm getting assists. You mean I'm getting away with this? I guess, yeah. But love it.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
I see you all.
I think, did you just use 3 remnants here?
Silence.
Did I? I don't know. Probably.
Dark light.
That's the second one.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Yeah, I did. Looks so funny when you watch in the replay.
Yeah, I think in this case we don't defend this tower anyways. We want to defend the high ground. So I would be setting a remnant here and try to get top pushed out again. And if we have top here, which is difficult to do, but if we move it closer to the enemy area, maybe they're like, oh, I have to TP back, and you get some space and get some air to breathe.
Dire's bottom tower is
Just
Dire's
to
bottom tower
top
is
my
in pieces.
like W once. I
Back to the indecipherable
use
gibberish.
remnants. That's so funny.
When last
And the next thing is we're almost level 25, so that's another power spike.
Yeah, well,
Hey, but at least your AO in this was useful this way.
yes.
Or not? that shouldn't work that way, but yeah, we take it. We take it.
I told like operation to play Calder. I play Tiny. Someone has had to play Tiny. Yeah.
Flames rush forth.
When someone played Tiny, we immediately won. You know.
Radiant's
What
bottom
tool
tower
again?
is being fortified their towers. Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see how many chances you get to still win this game. Looking for Roche, nice. Yeah. That's your win rate is increasing with every Roche you take. Every movement you make together.
Safe dark light. Be ensnared in
Reset. As soon as they use it, we just try to reset.
Dire's middle barracks are Dire has fortified their towers.
This guy even dies again.
Doesn't matter, man.
Dire's middle barracks is Dire's.
Damn, but you almost got this. So it's really with the items, I think. You can play exactly the same and get different items. You win this game. If you get Shivas, Octarine, Aghanims, I think you just win that game. Or Shivas and Skadi and Teradus.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Okay,
Dire's
okay.
top barracks has
I
fallen.
didn't. Yeah.
Dire's
probably.
bottom tower is fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Cool. Alright, let me try to summarize. The laning stage was alright. Yeah, the positive first. I love that you push your limits. I like that you try to communicate with your team what to do. You took objectives like Roshan and the towers. That's really, really great stuff. That's something we don't see from people, even if they get to 4 or 5k MMR. I feel like.
What? Okay.
And then we want to try to fix the items. Just think about what needs to be done in this game. Do you need to survive? In this case, I think with Chrono, it's against Void. It's pretty clear. You just need to survive the Chrono or not get caught in the Chrono. And usually you just want to survive it because it's difficult to stay away from it. And then you need damage to burst him and to kill the Bristol back. And then you want to get a couple items. And then for the fights, try to be a little bit more disciplined even. Like if you realize that the fight looks a little bit bad and we shouldn't be fighting here, just try to be disciplined and get out and wait for better opportunities and use the time to boost your last hits. And
Yeah.
yeah, and then I think you're pretty much good to go because you have 2 items more and you have 3 right items at that point then anyways. And then it becomes easier.
Okay. I need to. Yeah. Okay. So you mean I'm already doing great?
I think you're doing pretty fine, yeah. I think this, it definitely shows that you can easily hold this rank. You definitely, or like, the Dota system shows, okay, this is your rank currently right now. And if you change just a couple of things, you get a little bit, like it's super, super easy to get 50% more last hits just by paying attention to it. And then your rank is just going to increase to the next level where people actually get that amount of last hits on average.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
you get a couple of items that are correct. And you just have to imagine if you do the things that people are doing at, let's say, legend level, then you're going to be a legend. And what legends do a little bit better is they get 20% more last hits and they buy one more item that's actually right. Like they still get Hex and they still get Gleipnir, but they buy, I don't know, Shivas, for example. And then they win one more team fight and this wins them the game or increases the likelihood. We're just trying to increase the percentage of win probability across like, I don't know, 1,000 games. That's what we want to do.
Okay, man. Yeah, thanks. I get the idea as very bright, and I can. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. I'm super excited to watch your Dota success story and to see how you improve and what things come up. And yeah,
Okay.
enjoy the game.
See you.
See you.
See you.
Bye.
Yeah.